In this video, I'm going to give you a quick recap of the most important announcements in Apple's Wonderlust event. So let's get to it. On Tuesday, September 12, 2023, Apple showed us the latest versions of their devices, starting with the Apple Watch Series 9. As I indicated on my video regarding the rumors, a new chip, which is the S9, this is actually a brand new chip, and they promise that it will work much faster or have better performance. I don't know how much performance you need on a watch, especially for the things that we use the watch for, but that's what they decided to do. A peak brightness of 2000 nits. The colors, for those of you interested, will be Starlight, Silver, Midnight, and Product Red for the aluminum cases. And for the stainless steel, it will be Gold, Silver, and Graphite. Prices will remain the same, starting at $399 for the aluminum and $699 for the stainless steel. They will be shipping on September the 22nd. Next, the Apple Watch Ultra. Let's get the sad news out of the way. No black Apple Watch Ultra. But it will get the same S9 we mentioned before. A new feature to connect devices directly to your Apple Watch that will help you keep better track of your exercises depending what exercise you are doing. It also will have a 3000 nit brightness display. And finally, they spoke about this new feature, and I'm saying new feature with quotations because it's not a new feature at all. I've been using this new feature for months, ever since I found out that it exists. And the feature is that with hand gestures, opening and closing your fist or pinching with your fingers, you will be able to have your watch take different actions. This has been out for months. This was available in accessibility. I'm guessing for those that did not have the capability of having two hands, so they will be able to control their Apple Watch and be able to have one. Because honestly, if that didn't exist, you had one hand, you had no reason to own an Apple Watch unless you put it on the other hand. But if you have the problem that you don't have an entire hand, then that would really be a problem. So this is actually a good feature, but I'm not letting Apple get away with it. This has been out for a while. This is not new at all. I'm telling you, I've been using this for months, ever since I found that it was available. It was before only on accessibility. You had to switch it on. The only difference is Apple now is switching it on by default. I don't know if they're going to have the feature for you to be able to turn it off, because sometimes by mistake you can do changes or actions with your hands that will activate the gesture on the watch. But I don't know if they perfected it or whatever, but this is not new. That's all I wanted to say. This is not new. The price will be $799, and it will also be available starting September 22nd. Now let's move on to the iPhone. Starting with the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus, it will get both the A16 processor and the dynamic island from the 14 Pro versions. A 48 megapixel camera, and finally USB-C, although they said absolutely nothing regarding the speed, so we have to guess that the speeds, at least for the non-Pro models as of right now, will remain exactly the same as they are with Lightning. This finally puts an end to all the rumors that were being spread around whether they were going to do it or not do it. This finally puts an end to those rumors. The colors that will be available will be pink, yellow, green, blue, and black. They will have a 6.1 inch and 6.7 inch display for the 15 and 15 Plus respectively. The prices will be $799 for the 15 and $899 for the 15 Plus. It will also ship on September 22nd. Finally, to finish up, we go to the Pro Max models. the 15 Pro and the 15 Pro Max. They will have the Apple A17 chip, and they got to do something about the names of the chips. I mean, this is getting out of hand. There's no reason to call the chip of a phone Pro. There's absolutely no reason. And I don't know if it reminded you guys, it automatically reminded me of when it was the A12 and the A12X. That's what it reminded me about automatically. That it was just a little bit better at graphics performance, but technically it was exactly the same processor. But in this case, it actually is different. It has a 3 nanometer processor inside, but I said the same thing twice, but you guys get the idea. It has a 3 nanometer chip inside, a new action button that will replace the mute button, but if you guys want to keep it on mute, it will come that way by default. So if you guys don't want to change it, you don't have to do absolutely anything to program it. It'll come still with the mute as a mute switch. It does indicate on the Pro models that it will have USB 3 speeds. So that is, if I'm not mistaken, 10 gigabit transfer speeds. If not, I will put the correct amount of transfer speed here. And in the case of the Pro Max, which is illogical, and you're going to find out why, a 5x zoom telephoto lens. They worked it a different way. It's not exactly a periscope lens. It bounces from one side to the other in order to be able to occupy as little space as possible, unlike the periscope lens that other companies have been using, which is why it's illogical that it only comes for the Pro Max and doesn't come for the Pro. Because if you were able to make it occupy less space, then you should be able to have it on both devices. And it would have actually been great. You would not be limiting a Pro Max to a feature that a Pro has, because at the end of the day, they're both Pro devices. Anyways, let's talk about now the colors, and then I promise we'll get to the prices. I promise we'll get there. The colors available will be black, white, blue, and natural titanium. They will have a 6.1 inch and 6.7 inch displays for the 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max respectively. And now we'll talk about the prices. In the case of the 15 Pro, it will have a price of $999 for 128 gigabytes of space. In the case of the Pro Max, it will start at $1,199, but 256 gigabytes of storage, which is actually the same price that the 14 Pro Max was with 256 gigabytes of space. So technically, it's not a price increase. They just eliminated the 128 gigabyte option for the Pro Max. I think this is a good idea. I think they should have removed it from both. But in order to be able to excuse them keeping the Pro at the $999 price, I'm pretty sure that's why they did it. To keep it at $999, they just put it at 128 gigabytes of space. That's kind of a cop-out, but technically it's not a price increase, so I was right. Yeah, I'm gonna gloat about it. I was right. I said that it was really, really, really weird when everybody else increased their prices for Apple to keep their prices the same, for them to increase them now, and I was right. Just listen to me, guys. I know what I'm talking about. I said that it was really doubtful that they would do it. I was right. They just eliminated the 128 gigabyte option. What was my opinion regarding the event? It was good overall. It was really quick, or I found it really quick. And the part of the sketch that they did with Mother Nature, it was completely unnecessary. That is time of my life I'm never getting back just to give yourself a pat on the back. It is absolutely unnecessary. Yeah, we get it. You want to get to as little waste as possible, which is great for the environment. We congratulate you, but there's no reason for you to make a 5-minute sketch or 10 minutes, whatever it was. Time I'm not getting back again. Whatever it was, for you to give yourself a pat on the back. Because at the end of the day, nobody gives a crap about what you're seeing. Just show me the products. Just show me the products. Anyways, let me know what you thought about the event or about the devices. Are you planning on getting any of them? Let me know down in the comments below. While you're down there, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can get notified when we have new videos. The only way you can do that is if you're signed in with your Gmail account, so go ahead, sign in, and that's the only way, again, that you can leave that like, which is so important. As I always say, we're available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, sorry, eventually I'll get it, and obviously YouTube, at J.R. Abrams Tech, so you can stay up to date with the latest news and rumors about tech. Until next time.